All right. How's it going? Here we are. We're playing some more Alchemy Factory. Just really digging this one right now. Last night last time, whatever, I figured these out, that I could supply these. So I bet I could supply these as well. This provides a bit of a challenge. I need to build like some sort of table or something on top of here. And this will have to be removed. So that I can reposition it to actually work as intended. Do that. And then that'll work beautifully. Set down. That is not what I wanted. But, you know, it's all good. I'll just set that there, and I'll feed into that. And then I'll just throw a bunch of logs in it. But first, let's build this table, so we're just not burning wood for the sake of burning wood. Even though it's not really a waste. But, well, it kind of is. I waste my time. Let's see. What can I do here? It'd be funny if I could just place a regular table on top of this table. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Not do what I want it to do. That do not do what I want it to do. That do not either. Although it's nice to know that that exists. Is this supposed to be like a second floor? It's a little short for that. Anyway, yeah. With my little table, guys. There you go. Kind of don't want to do a lot of these, but looks like I'm gonna have to. Oh, interesting. Anyway, what we need to do is set it up for. Right here, I should be able to put a chest on top. Which will feed that. Beautiful. Just buy all the iron that I can. Helps if I get some street money. Pay no attention to the street money, okay? Seems to grab too much street money. Do not have room for more of these. So I'm gonna change the color of this to orange for origin. I know that's not quite amazing or anything, but it should help. I'm trying to come up with systems here, so anyway, let's go buy more iron. Okay, now I have 6 iron I don't know what to do with. So I'm going to just get him become street iron. Okay. Jag items here to delete them. Oh, well, it's a shame. Can I shift? No, I can't control or shift. I'm sure there's a way to do this easier, but I don't intend to do it a lot. So anyway, let's buy as many logs as we can. All right, and then I'll wait for this to all. Looks like it needs 6 more, just to round that out. And then we can throw this in here. And boom shakalaka, that'll run for a very long time. Which is great. The next thing I wanted to handle was the automation of growing stuff, which I just got planters, so I'm gonna upgrade to using them. I'm just gonna get rid of all of these. Hi, buddy. It's my kitty cat coming to visit me. He's concerned. He thinks I'm talking to him. So he's a good boy. All right. Scrolling down, I got this 0 guy here. Okay, so there's an in and out. It's the end of the day. Blah blah blah. Click through that. So I need clay, which I should just grab some. I'm trying to remember where my clay is made. Where I keep my clay. I don't keep it. I send it over here to blah blah blah. So let's I'm just gonna grab this clay. It's only 1. Okay. I'm gonna shut this down for a minute because I don't really need bricks yet. We're just gonna gather clay in here. I wish I could just toggle that, but I don't think there's a way to do that. We're also producing a lot of sand, and that's getting you know what? I'm gonna put a box right here for sand, just so that if there is a backup ever, that we end up storing it instead of stop creating it. If that makes any sense. It gives me 4, so that'll allow me to build the thing that I want to build, to try it out. So I forget what what are the inputs for this? Should be in here. This isn't working the way I want it to. Come here. Alright. So the planner is in here. Building cost. How do I check that out again? Maybe it's in here. Automated nursery. Okay. Use fertilizers to automatically produce plants. So we input fertilizer and we output plant material. Okay, that sounds wonderful. That's what we want to do. My inputs for this stuff is here, which I think I'm gonna have to catapult to get to here, but also this one. So I think I want to I'm gonna have to reconfigure this, how I receive this and whatnot in a minute. But let's get production going on this first. So this would be a sage one. Probably just put it right here. No, if I want to do multiple inputs, I don't want to limit myself. So we need 2 spaces to fully. Oh, why would that matter? Yeah, I just like the aesthetic. Okay. And then input. This is where we put all of our. Where's that being made? Our fertilizer's being made over here. So I'm gonna do a conveyor all the way over there for that. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. You can't stop me. Maybe I will. Because I'm gonna have a whole lot of these too, like. Current seed, none. Okay, fertilizer. Okay, so I guess let's just build that conveyor. Screw it, man. It's not efficient, really. Where do I want to catapult from, like, right here to way over here? Can I even do that? I don't know. I think that might be too far. But if I can do it, I mean, why wouldn't I? I'm looking through my stuff to find my thing. You ever look through your stuff to find your thing? Yeah. It's a bummer, man. Okay, so that's gonna come over here. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be on the same line, more or less. So I'm gonna put it right here. And then I'm gonna put a catapult over here. Do I have it on the right line? I don't know. I'm gonna put this right here. Set target. Too far. Okay. So what wouldn't be too far? 3. You know, jumping catapults would be kind of neat, right? We're just gonna catapult from one to another. Oh yeah. Okay, let me flip this one around. So I go the other way. Good. Boom. And then boom. Although first off, are these in line? They're not, but it doesn't matter because I gotta rotate this one anyway. That looks cleaner anyway. Yeah. So this targets that, and then I'll do if I do this, I am basically setting up myself for failure later because we're gonna have conveyor belt hell. So let me continue the hopping around and just go right out here. Okay, this is kind of fun. And then we'll conveyor from there. Just hilarious. But Is this engineeringly... is it... insufficient materials. Jeez, where do I have planks? Where can I get planks at? Here we go. Let's grab a stack. Yeah, so... Yeah, is it feasible in the real world? No. Is it feasible in a magic world? Yes. It's a magic world, so our fertilizer is going to come in there, and then our plant material is going to come out here. Now, I might build... Okay. Okay. I am going to get rid of all this, because I did not set this up for success. Okay, so I'm probably going to build a lot of planters, right? And in doing so, I'm going to want fertilizer to go to a lot of places, right? Burf, indeed. I wish I had... grab more clay. Well, okay, let's just set up the one for proof of concept. You can always mess around with it later. But I don't want to waste all the space. I do kind of want to give a place for conveyors here. Inputs should go around the back and outputs should go around the front. So... So if I just did 2 sage for just this, I don't want to do for just this either. I don't like that idea. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to rethink this. Okay. Get rid of this. This. Okay, this I'm just gonna blueprint and rotate so that I can keep my target the same. At least I hope. Go that way. Whatever, I'll just reset the target. So we're gonna go this way this time instead. And you know what? We're not even gonna do that. We're gonna okay, this is fertilizer, so it doesn't matter what plant we use. So let's start that one there. And that's a shame. So I'll remove all that just to accommodate this extra one. Or am I just going to do 2 of each? I think I'm just going to do 2 of each right now. So that... yeah. And I'm going to build these storage things here so that we can... already have storage here. Should I just be replacing these? I think I should. I think I should. We don't want those anymore. We're going to put 9s here. And then that'll take care of our storage. These. Which means I probably put these a little bit too far away, but we could probably catapult to where we want to be. In fact, I know we can. Where's this thing? Okay. That one goes right in there. Boom. That one goes right in there. Boom. Okay. Then we need the catapult. Okay, so we should be able to run conveyors to do that. And then I'll put the second one right here. And we'll run conveyors to that. Set target to here. So my 2 on the left there are going to be sage, and the 2 on the right are going to be flax. Okay. Let's build some conveyors. Okay. So from here, boom, 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 boom. I don't like the way that one did that, so I'm gonna do that instead. This one has to come out because it's got to go that way. Okay, so we have our target set to here, blah blah blah. We don't have the conveyor hooked up there. We don't have the conveyor hooked up here. This conveyor is gonna have to go dinky 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 dink. Beautiful. Okay. We want 2 sage seeds, 2 flax seeds, and it matters where we plant them. Quick plant sage seeds. Okay, that'll be the sage one. Seeds. Okay. All right, now if we start inputting fling, 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 fling. All right, this is amazing. We've automated our plants. Or at least some of it. Another thing we could do is I could just steal right off of here, come right off of here, and then go to my other machine over here. Alright. No, nobody. I have to delete it all? Oh, because it's stacked. No. I have to use this input here. Okay, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. That will be fine. That'll be perfectly fine. So what I gotta do is set up a hippa to the hoppa. You just don't stoppa. 3. And then we're gonna rotate that there. And we're gonna need a little input here. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm glad I engineered that the way I did, because now it's usable. Now, if I do steal off of here, I'll probably just do this, which this target's too far. So let's set something up about the halfway point. Let's say about here. So that should be doable. All right. Well, before I set that, can you get the rest of the way? We sure can. All right. So now we should just be able to click through the end of the day. And 7. And half will go into one and half will go in the other. I expect, yeah, let's see, that's getting full, so it doesn't need to. But so this will continue to make, well, this should be linen, and then these are bandages, so we have a fully automated bandage system now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. That's amazing. Okay, what else do I need? I need sage for over here. Means I will have to do like a back catapult, basically. Which is fine. It's fine. Two. The line doesn't really matter, although I'm just going to use this line because it's easy to line up because that conveyor belt's right there. So I won't be able to use this, and that is also fine. I have to remember that I'm not storing anything on this side, so yeah. Throw is in here. Now I only have room for like a hopper here. I need some iron. Where grab a stack of this. Yeah, okay. Put that back. Okay. Nine. I should be able to. That's not where I put that. You just stole a bunch of stuff from that thing I didn't want you to do. That's not where I put that either. Right here. This box right here. Okay. Ugh. Never had it disobey me like that before. So right into here, we need a hippa to the hoppa. I'm gonna keep doing that, I'm sorry. I will apologize right now. And so this is in line. I think this is too far. It's not. Beautiful, it's gonna go right into there. We're gonna be able to throw our sage into there. Which, what are we doing with this anymore? We're cooking it for plant matter, aren't we? Yeah, the plant matter, and that makes fertilizer. It does make fertilizer, doesn't it? It does. This makes me very happy that we're just recycling the plant matter right back into the same system to create more of itself. The circle of life. All right. You didn't know I was going to get Disney on you today. I didn't know that. That's for sure. Okay. Let's get that. All right. So now we have a fully automated system because we're going to be making more fertilizer. So it's a beautiful thing, people. It's a beautiful thing. I could replace these with something bigger, but I don't really think there's a reason to. I do like that this is mostly full. Mostly. This guy's chugging along. We don't keep anything in here too long because we've not had a supply backup yet. But because this is fully automated now, like it's fully automated. I don't have to grab seeds. I don't have to replace anything. No logs. Well, I do have to do the logs for. I'll have to do these rocks. But I took care of that last night with this guy, which is almost empty, which is something we should probably think on. I'm just going to buy many logs as I can, fill these guys up. Just keep doing that for a while. This is way less tedious than what I was doing, which was putting 3 logs on at a time, every time, all the time. Which got to be kind of a drag, you can imagine. I probably need more street money. Just lets us carry less logs, but less hassle overall. Okay, so those are full. I have another thing of logs over here, I thought. There's here. We'll add another one just because we're here. Are all those all my log machines? This guy over here. I didn't change this one to orange. I need to. Okay. Beautiful. All logs are full. Okay. I don't have any left over, which is great. Let's purchase a bunch of rocks. Okay, I have 1 rock left, which is fine because I have another set of rocks over there that I gotta mess with. And another set right here, in fact. Alright, I need 6 more for this guy, and then 6 more for this guy, so 12. Good. Street money. Boom, daddy. Yeah. Yeah, so things are looking good in the hood. Okay. Now I think I can focus on building what's ever next. We mess with the kiln, we mess with these. We're building bricks and glass. This extractor thing, research that. And we'll research the blender. And we'll research the conical flask. Let's go over here and check our quests. See, there's more street money over here. That was a weird accident that happened before. Carpenter request. He wants bricks and glass. And that's our reward, a wooden railing. I have not figured out how to change my house or build my house. I haven't figured that out yet. You would figure there would be like flooring to build or something. I haven't found it yet. But the tutorial says that I can do it. Go into here. House renovation. It tells me that I can, but it doesn't tell me how. It just says when placing floors. It's like, but how do I do that? I mean, I've upgraded the building tool a couple times. Actually, we should see what we can upgrade right now. So clay and brick, I can upgrade that. Soap, I don't have that yet. These I don't have yet. And those I do not have yet. But do have clay and brick. So the clay that I have. One stack of brick is probably all I need. Stack of glass. Let's get this railing, because why not? Building tools. So let's upgrade our building tool. It's level 3, and then it wants steel ingot, which I do not have. But let me replace some of this stuff back with these, because there's no reason for me to carry it around. And the clay especially. Because I just wanted to stop the clay conveyor to get enough to build these planters over here, which I did. And I've been successful at that. And yeah, I'm really happy with the outcome. So yeah, what is next? So we got these blenders, these extractors. I assume the blender, I'm going to need this for a recipe, so I'm just going to start the research on it now. Apparently we can make soap, so whatever, we'll start that research as well. Liquid. Linseed oil. Okay. Fruit wine. Lime water. Okay. So we should work on building these. And we're going to need the fruit anyway, so materials. Let's start with the fruit wine. So for this, I'm going to have to build some more planters as well. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Build a couple of these. I give myself some room there. I think this time I'm going to store these here locally. I don't think there's any reason to give myself more room there. 7. It doesn't matter if they intersect. It's all going to the same place. Anyway, I can pull this out here. Let me go get the seeds that I'm going to need for this. Good. These are the red currant seeds, I want to say. So we can start making those. And then we'll get a nice nice thing of that going. Okay. If I upgraded myself in a while, I don't think I have any extra points, so maybe. Anyway, so yeah, okay, this is going now. That's great. We're growing that. What we're going to need to do from here is to extract these in some way, shape, or form. With tools that I am completely not familiar with at all. So let me go to O and see if there's something in here. Support check. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, there's that, but pipeline. That doesn't tell me about what I really need to do. I still wish I knew how to build floors and stuff. Oh wait, there's floors here now. It's not gonna let me build floors under anything, of course. Why would it let me do that? Why would it just automate that so that you could just do that sort of thing? But I could do that, which is pretty friggin' dope. I probably can do it inside here as well. I can. Hell yeah. I probably want to put the stairs over in there. But for now, let's just put a second floor on this thing. And I'm putting the stairs over there, so it should not matter. Now, if I could put holes in this at some point, that would be amazing. And I have stairs somewhere. 6. you? Just put that. Here for a minute. Okay. Weird. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that for now because so I can go up the stairs, but there's like no landing to get to, so it's like particularly not handy. I got this. Okay, so that's a landing. Okay. So I guess I put the landing in the corner. And stairs are awkward. Thanks, end of day. I actually want to knock this wall out if I knew how. I just did it. I just knocked the wall out. That is amazing. Okay. 6. This will work better now. Okay, I can come up here now. But I gotta build another 5 here to oh, these rotate. Okay. Well, 6. I have a second floor. I can put the railing in. Okay. Okay. All right, those are the only forms that I can do with that. I did not check the stairs for forms. I probably should have. 6. T. No, it doesn't change. Okay, so we have the second floor now. I don't know what to do with at all. But I can build walls, so that's nice. I can put a floor in too. Boom. There's one. Which is nice. And then I can put 7 all there. Oh, nice. I'm gonna have windows or doorways. Yeah, it's not letting me put that here because of why. I don't know why. Well, I guess we'd want to put a roof in here, huh? Apparently I can't do a roof like that yet. So okay. So do I want to put that back? Which looks like it's gonna be a pain. Yeah, it's not easy, that's for sure. Well, if I put it there, oh, it's not going to let me put it there because it's not a wall anymore. So I put that there. Maybe the roof becomes something we can do at that point. Okay, buddy. Calm down. Oh, man. Okay, just rotate. And you're not gonna let me. Oh, I don't have enough brick. Jesus. Jesus cojones. Alright, the whole thing of brick. I'm just happy that I can do this. And honestly, like, why is this wall here? Yeah, okay. Because we can't do half, that's a shame. Because it is extra floor space. Why wouldn't we want to use it? Then again, why do I need a banister? Oh. Anyway, yeah, I messed around with that for a little bit. Didn't really need to. I gotta figure out how to. What is one? Oh, it's just a thing of bricks. Okay. So I'm gonna heat stuff. Yeah, if I ever restarted, I would put an outside conveyor belt that did rocks, and then an inner one that did wood, and etc. And then so that I could supply the whole yard with one source. Instead of what I did. But, you know, c'est la vie. So we're gonna need to cook stuff. We're gonna be able to get a. Let's put the escalator in here first, and then see if we can put the box in there. Perfect. Beautiful. You're orange because you get wood, or you get. You're an originator. In fact. Just put it there just to save that extra bit of space. If we grow anything else, we're gonna have to go somewhere else with that. Probably catapult something, like maybe right here. Catapult the or do something else completely. Anyway, so that's gonna be the stone surface or a cookery thing. And then put these on here. No, two. Two is fine. Alright. I need glass, but I can put 1, 2, 3, or I can put 1. Can I put 9 on here? Well, you can't really put 9 on here because you can't do the inputs for all 9. But grab the glass. So we'll put a couple over here as well, and then as well around the back. But we'll start with those 3. Okay, so I think this is just a storage vessel. Which I don't think I want to put on the furnace, but okay. I decided I wanted to do that instead. Okay, I need... Okay. Oh, that's right. I gotta do it this way. Just burning a little bit more space, which I'm not super happy with, but I wish I could just go in one side and then, but it doesn't let me do that. So I have to turn a corner every time. Which would have worked better the way that I had it facing to begin with. Dope. Apparently I was smarter. Okay. Well, let's set these up first. Okay, and now 2. And then 7. Need some rope. Charlie Bronson's always got the rope. Okay, where is my rope? Pulleys. I'm making rope here. Well, I would be if this box down here had... We want flax to go to this. That's a kind of a problem. Okay, so we want it to go in that hole. Yikes. Okay, let's figure this out before we do anything else. We need more rope. So we need to get the flax. From here to back there. Now, Jesus, how are we going to do this? I mean, I can run a conveyor back to here, which is fine. In fact, let's build backwards. Might be the best way to figure out the solution. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna assume that if we catapult, it's not gonna be yikes. Yikes. So that's an input. So let's set up a catapult. Let's say right here. I don't have rope. I'm holding a bunch of flax, aren't I? I am. So we're just gonna, yeah, this is a big oversight on my part. So we're just gonna do this so we can make some room. Which means I'm gonna, I'm gonna abandon this part. Just because I don't know why we're making pulleys. I really don't. I have plenty. They don't do a lot. I think I could sell a bunch, but why? Okay, I have enough to start dicking around. So where's my catapult again? I know they exist here. Okay, 2. So let's say it's right here. This would be the easiest place to put it. Set target. Now, I wish it would give me some sort of like circle to tell me like how far I can go. because there's no way I'm gonna make it over here. But I am gonna want to come over here, so I could do something fancy, like put something on top of these boxes, which is probably what I'm gonna do. So I want to go to right here, box 3. There's no way it's going to let me throw from there to there. It's way too far. So then what I need to do is probably that's probably too far too. Right here though. I don't care about my daily summary. I really don't. Okay. But to do that, I'm gonna need the hop. I'm gonna have to go here. That is a target that we can set, and then from here to from here we can definitely do that, and then let's set up our conveyor. Okay. Now all we gotta do, let's grab from here onto there. And now we have automated rope, which is a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. We get some liquid refreshment. Brought to you by no sponsor at all. Yeah. Yeah, if you've sent me a chat, I appreciate it, for one. But I have not set up a ding or a notification. It's on my to-do list. So I just, unless I look over at the other monitor, I don't see it. And I get pretty engaged in this game. Like, the engineering aspect I love this game. This game's so amazing. Like, I kind of wish, like, I had unlimited everything, just so I can just focus on building the most elegant machines, because what I've built here is just terrible. Terrible. It's functional, but it's not like this. If you're interested in this machine, it builds linen, which isn't getting stored because we're building bandages out of it. But basically, I started with this input and then just built this tower to convert flax into these bandages, which takes like 4 steps. Like, every storage box is a different step. And this is beautiful, like, beautifully engineered. And then I had to add this hopper to it recently so I could automate the input. But I did give myself an out because this is purple because this is where I would put the materials at first, but I just added this conveyor and this hopper and blah blah blah.
to automate all that. But yeah, this is a beautiful machine. Everything else is just kind of, I don't know. Some things are a little bit more elegant than others. Like this grinder setup is like a default grinder that I built, which could probably, you know, be better. But anyway, yeah, if yeah, I'm gonna miss the chats right now. That's my point. Anyway, let's get back to what we were trying to do in the first place, which was ooh, my fertilizer is slowed down, which means I'm probably only gonna get flax for a while. Ooh, I didn't think about this. So does it just go in the first thing that needs it? And if so, is it always gonna... Yeah, it's never gonna get there. I did skip that one. Yeah, that's probably gonna be a problem. That might be a problem. We may have to figure that out later. It is a problem for later. Okay, we were focused on trying to like extract these berries into juice, which yeah, I remember I was going to use a elevator here to do that, and then add the conveyors here. To put them into these things. Now, we're gonna have to build pipes, and I'm just, you know, where's this? How do I, you know? I don't know anything about liquids yet. I have pipes apparently that I can use. But I like, and I think I have like a storage container, like this number 4 here, but that doesn't look very large to me, and I have no idea like what the capacity is for this. Maybe it's in here. Maybe it'll tell me. Goods. Make soap apparently. Soap powder. All these things I gotta make. So I don't really know how. You know, let's just build one. View it. Doesn't tell me much. So anyway, I'll just delete that for now to get the materials back. 7. I need to build a pipeline out of here. And where's it gonna go? I don't know. Can I just throw it into one flask? Will that hold infinite fluids? I don't know. Let's just do that for now. This is gonna take some experimenting. Okay. T. Yeah, go up. All right. Yeah, we're going to delete that one because I don't like how it went. Okay. So for now, all we're doing is putting stuff into that flask. And that's fine, I guess. 7. Here we go. And now we're taking our berries and we're throwing the berries into the extractor. And that's doing what it's supposed to do, it looks like. It did not supply my furnace yet, so we're not going to be exporting anything yet. Okay. Let's go grab a bunch of logs. Alright. I didn't even bother to cut these. I usually do cut them, but I don't know if that improves the way they burn. So I am putting fluid into there. View it. Okay, so it does have a set amount of what it can hold. So, okay, so I'm making fruit wine. At some point the system will stop because it will be full. And I'm okay with that. I am definitely okay with that. There's other things we gotta make. Linseed oil, which we need flax for. Now, we are getting our flax into here. I'm thinking I can... I'm going to erase this for a second. And I think that's going to help us in a little bit as well, because we're going to back that up a bit, which should get my sage growing. Because I think this one will stop producing, I'm hoping, which will cause the fertilizer to keep on moving. That looks like is what's happening. But anyway, so then yeah, I can do the same thing over here for the linseed oil, which I'll build those there. And what I'll do is build a hopper. We'll put it here. And I don't want to set the target because I want that to back up for a while. But this would end up doing that, and then also over to here. Which, let me set up the elevator first. Could have planned this out a little bit better, but I didn't, so here we go. Howdy, howdy. All right, so yeah. So that should work for that. We just have to do this as well. And that should get me some linseed oil. Well, let's set up our pipes. Pipes, y'all. And I think I'm just going to set that probably right here. Or, you know, here, because I probably want to store something else right there. Maybe. I don't know. Let's put the flask down. Where's our pipes? Here we go, 7. Okay. Over here and attach this guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that's going where I want it to go. Trying to be efficient with this heater here so that I'm not using it all for one thing. Okay. So that's creating this oil, and then what else do we have for liquids that we need to make? Lime water, which is quicklime powder, which comes from smashing rocks, which is... Let's plant ash. This is quicklime. The quicklime powder should be made here. This grinder takes a long time to make it. And it's going into making our fertilizer, which leads me to believe we need to add more grinders here. I can turn this into 3 very easily. Okay. All right. Let's see what I'm doing here now. Take some thought. I just like finding the bottlenecks and fixing them. I know this would infuriate a lot of people. I guess I need another stack so I can set the conveyors, but anyway, I'm really glad when I built all this stuff originally, I gave myself a lot of room to work with. Which is probably going to become a concern at some later point in the game. So what I need to do is kill this for a minute and then delete this guy. Not the 7 I wanted. Okay, so this is going to come around here. And then this can come out here into the 3 grinders. So we're going to have 3 times the efficiency. And I actually kind of want this to run for a while to see if it's going to build up any sort of heal here. Yeah. Yeah, I think our pipeline is getting starved here. I'm wondering if these in the back are ever getting fertilized. Well, it's not a... Oh, I guess they are at some point, but... the deal is like, if we can't keep making fertilizer, that at some point we're not going to be able to make fertilizer. And so I'm thinking that when I built this, the sage should have come first, because that's an ingredient for fertilizer. I'm thinking I may just build another sage source just for my fertilizer input, which is here. But damn you, end of day. But this thing is like super full, so it's not like I'm not going to be begging for that for a very long time. So maybe I'll just ignore that and hope that it all works out. Hope is not a strategy, but in some cases... okay, so this is backing up now, which is good. That's what we wanted. But we should also be making fertilizer faster now, which is going to deplete this faster. But if we're making this faster, maybe the problem that we have over here isn't as big of a problem, because it's churning out pretty quickly right now. So maybe this is a non-problem. Anyway, let's get back to making liquids. Okay. Which is why we came over here in the first place, to discover all these other problems that we had. So we want this, it's quicklime. It is quicklime, right? We want quicklime. Okay, so we want this. Should I move it all the way over there just to utilize this corner? I can put 3 more in here. Do I want to do that? I kind of think I should. This is likely just going to use a... yeah, I'm just going to yeet it over there. That's, you know, that's what I'll do. It works. It's not the most realistic or elegant system, but hey man, this isn't a very realistic video game. Because it's magic, you don't have to maintain any of this stuff. Nothing ever gums up, which, you know, affords you to be able to engineer things in a certain way. So I will put this in here eventually, but we need to know where to eat first. So eventually want to be over here to go that way. But first we got to get there. Here's a hopper. And I think I'm going to end up like doing this and then throwing it the rest of the way. Okay, that works. Not a rope again. Charlie Bronson's always got the rope. Okay, where is my rope? Where am I making rope? Right here. Has not made me a lot of rope. What's going on with my pipeline? Is it just slow? It's just slow. Okay. Alright, but I got rope. Okay, and then I can yeet to basically over here. I'm gonna throw a hopper here. And we will continue with the yeets. Okay, I need gears. Gears are made over here somewhere. So large gear, I need small gear. Okay. That pipeline goes nowhere. But I'm always able to get those parts. I should start checking my source boxes because you see we have gaps on these guys. So yeah, and that's, you know what? I'm just gonna do that right now. As long as I can. Okay. And we start here as we can. Okay, I didn't do a lot, but boom, daddy. Need more logs. I wish I could hire somebody just to do this, but not in the game, not in the cards. Okay, so this needs some as well. I don't know if sawing the logs before we put them in as fuel is more efficient or not. I just don't know. Running for this 6 more. I think that's good on logs. Thanks. Probably check my inside log deal as well. Let's go look at that. Okay, there's only 3 missing there. I'm not even going to bother. Yeah. Okay. Rocks. Rocks. Okay. And those rocks in there. I think what's going on right now is that my silver was getting turned into copper, which at some point I'm going to be able to create glyphs so that I can build a machine that converts copper into silver, which will be welcome. But for right now, we'll use street money, which is the result of an accident. That comes from cheating a little bit. Because I want to enjoy my games, I don't want them to be toil. This may look to be toil to some people, but I love a nice engineering challenge. Okay, more street. Guess we're just gonna take all at this point. I think it was 3. It was 2. Okay. But I'll throw the last one over here, which doesn't need much. It's not really part of a pipeline. It just does some stuff. Anyway, okay, we yeet from there. We yeet into here. Causes us to then yeet yet again over to wherever we're going to be here. And now I'm going to 2 of these. Elevator, how's that going to position? Okay, so we need to come in that side to get to here. Which means we need... Let's just build those conveyors now. So we're going to yeet to here and then conveyor over to there. Alrighty. Or should I yeet to here and then come around? I think I might do that just because I might need this space to do something else. Probably not, but you never know. You never know. So let's build our hopper. In which case we can probably be all the way over here. Too far. Okay. Let's put it where we're gonna do it originally. Yep, that'll work. And then we will conveyor over to here, and that'll get us okay, so let's do our piping now. Make it piping hot. And I'm going to store this here. Just because it makes the most sense. Sea of it. No, rotate, switch verbs. Okay. Now we're going over here. From there. I'm going to do these first. Okay, that was weird. Okay. Alright. So we got that all set up. This is set up to here, which eats to there, which eats to here. And we just gotta put the conveyor into here. There we go. Start yeeting. The great yeet. Great quicklime yeet. Okay. So now that we have all these liquids, we gotta make some goods with them. Soap needs linseed oil and plant ash. Make soap. Let's make soap first. Plant ash, linseed oil, and a blender. Okay. Let's look into this blender thing. Now, linseed oil is over here. And plant ash is here. Something I'm a little concerned about because it is part of our fertilizer pipeline. Which I'm a little bit concerned about. A little bit concerned about that. Bit concerned about that. Not gonna have enough of. I guess I'll figure that out. In fact, it looks like I might be able to just put a little planter right here. Ooh, I very much cannot do that. As we build up, do I want to do this? If I do this, I'm gonna have to do this this way, which is nothing I do here is going to be ideal. I should build the planter somewhere else, honestly. I don't have enough clay anyway, so. I need more sand. Where's my sand coming from? I'm doing that. Just not. Alright. I know how to double this immediately. Not a lot of work. In fact, I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3 to this. There, now we're creating more than 100%, 150% more sand. which is good. That'll make us more clay. Which, what are we using clay for anyway? I don't remember. We're building bricks, which don't seem to be the most important thing to make, but anyway. I need 4 clay to build another planter. Okay, so we're cranking out sand right here too, which is okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. It bypasses the box, but we have a second box right here. So, well, whatever. I'll always have plenty of rocks. That won't be a problem. In fact, that is not the problem. So we're adding a lot more sand into the system. I think. Well, we're not bottlenecked here anymore. That's for sure. But maybe in the long run it will eventually deplete this, and we're just going to be going slower just to whatever. But regardless, we should be making more of everything, which cranks out. It's going to crank out more clay, which is what we want to do. Anyway, clay, planter. We were making a planter to further increase our input into the plant ash machine so that we don't have to worry about making fertilizer. Got this straight shot between here and there. Ooh. Fertilizer comes right through there. We can pop it right into here. And then directly into the box if I rotate this box and change our yeet settings. Will I be able to do that? Where am I eating from? Okay. Okay. Nothing in the box, so it doesn't matter. In fact, I can probably move this over here. Give us a little bit more room to do some other stuff. Actually, if I do that, the conveyors are gonna get confused about where they need to go, so it needs to be at least here. And then the conveyor needs to do a loop-de-loop to do that. Our hopper can be in the same place. Just go there. Right into here. Now, watch, this gives me not enough room to build my thing. No, it's about perfect, but I'd want to actually do this, which makes this not quite possible. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something weird. Okay. Pretty sure I can take the input right there. Maybe do an elevator. Okay, now 7. Beautiful. Then this is going to output Sage, which can invalid angle. It doesn't like the angle. I built that. Invalid angle. It doesn't like the angle. Okay. Okay. We are in business here. So we're funding our, all right, I need sage to go in there. We're funding our fertilizer loop first, because without fertilizer we can't make more fertilizer. If that makes any sense. So every other bag of fertilizer made is going to get sent towards making more fertilizer, which ensures the fact that we won't run out of fertilizer to make more fertilizer. That's an interesting problem we had to solve. And I kind of just want to sit here and wait for like this whole thing to fill up. I don't know if it will. However, we can already see that there's a ton of sage coming in through our fertilizer pipeline, which is what we want. Ideally, we want to fill that up. Yeah, we're going to back up, and that's what's going to happen. Which is a beautiful thing. Okay, we don't have to worry about that anymore. We were going to make soap. Now, to make soap, we needed linseed oil and plant ash, which is why we got worried about running out of plant ash. Getting this plant ash out of here is going to be, I would say impossible. With the way it's set up. No, maybe not impossible. We can. I can't do that either. There's literally no way to get this out of here. The way this is set up. Okay. I have to think about this. Well, I could go. No, I can't even go that way because I have another conveyor belt set up right there. Is there literally no way to do this? It doesn't look like there is without re-engineering like this whole setup here. Which I don't want to do. I could take it from before the box. I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea at all. I can't move the box one back because that will attach this to this and that will cause problems. Yikes-a-doodle. How are we going to handle this? The other way would be to that's not very elegant either. I would have to elevator up and then back down again. Not a terrible idea, and also yeah, Okay, so this would elevator that up. And then, yeah, let me take it out and then take these out. And then, oh, I have to go in that way? I can't. It's making my life shit. These elevators need more options. They really do. Okay. Ugh. I'm messing with my... Okay, I'm just gonna delete that and then... Alright. Let me think about this again. I don't have to go straight that way. I can come around on the other side if I need to. Alright, let me try this. Try this approach. Oh, this is gonna work, and it just bothers me. Well, actually, it may not work. Insufficient materials. Okay, let's go get thing of wood. This is gonna work, and it's kind of sucky because it's cheap. It really is. Fuck, we gotta go all the way around this catapult. I don't think that should interfere. Get out of my face. Ugh. So annoying. Okay, so yeah. We're basically feeding it from the other side instead of where we were originally, just so we can access this, so we can access it. Yeah, so it's a really inelegant solution. I don't like it, but it's what we need to be able to create what we're even creating, soap. So we need the ash and the oil and I think a blender. Yeah, a blender. So I've never built one before. I don't even know how it works. Looks like liquid goes in one side and solid goes in the bottom, which makes sense because pipes don't really have any sort of height requirement. So we want the ash to come in and the liquid to come in. Probably have the ash come in this way and the liquid come in the other way. I think I'm just going to build it right here. Don't ask me why, because I could not tell you. You know what? Let's at least line it up where we're going to eat it from, which I think is right there. So right there. We're going to build some platforms here, overlapping with other devices. Okay. So we actually have to get it from here. Okay, I can build a hopper, but I still have to give it some room. So, hopper, just don't stop. I can build a catapult, but I don't have to set the target yet. Okay. If I could find the thing. I'm just gonna make sure I can hit the target, and I can. And then we need pipes. 7. I'm gonna build that at this level. Come over. I think from here we're gonna okay. Let's try that again. And then from here we're gonna come down here. And then over. What is that? Where the hell did that come from? I don't know why I have 105 bags of fertilizer in my Okay. Anyway, so yeah, food blender, recipe not set. Making soap. And then I am gonna add a little conveyor before the storage. You know what? No, because we want to store it before we move it anywhere, so okay. Just gonna do that. And then we're gonna set this target to here. And we should be making soap. Alright. We are making soap. I like how the pipeline did not affect our yeeters at all. Doesn't seem to matter. Makes life easier. I don't know if we're making enough linseed oil, too much, or whatever, but it is what it is, you know? Okay, what's next? Potions. The Vitality Potion. Quicklime Powder. Fruit Wine. Where do we have quicklime at? We should refill our stuff. Start with rocks. Have to go over here for street cash. Okay. 10. Okay, that should be enough for that. Suppose we can go to log run 2. think being one short is fine. Eight for that. We're one short on that one as well. That's fine. Are we fully backing up on this? We are. Good. That's good. We're getting over to here to make clay. Okay. Now is sand going? Not storing any here. We're fully stored on rocks there. So that didn't hurt that at all. What about over here? We're not able to... looks like we're about breaking even, which is fine. How's this going? We're filling up on that, which... Beautiful, beautiful. We're building in these bottlenecks on purpose, but we're not keeping up with linseed oil, apparently. But you know what? That's fine. We don't have to make a lot of it. It's soap. We're gonna we're not here to get rich on it or anything. The only thing I don't like about it is like we're using a lot of flax. It is what it is. In fact, you know what? I'm taking out the storage box. And I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while, which is put in a smaller one. Because I don't want to, you know what? I'm going to put in the smallest one. I just don't want to make too much soap. Burn up all these resources filling that box. I don't see a situation where I'm going to need more than whatever fills this box. Okay. What's next? This. Fruit wine, which is over there, and the quick lime, which is... We were just looking at that. Quick lime is here. Which will be a task to, I mean, I'll just pull it right out of here. So it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. So... just looking at the time. I've been here for a couple hours now. I'm just, yeah, I think I've ran out of steam for myself. So I'm gonna call it a day, night, afternoon, wherever you're at. Good morning, good evening, good night. And yeah, follow, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Smash something is something that they used to say. I don't know if they say that anymore. But yeah, and as always, take it easy. All right.